Peace and blessings to all of God's children. I pray this finds you well, and your walk with God is becoming more intimate, closer, because, practice makes perfect. What you do over and over again, people will come, it's a lot of complicated things in life. People see you doing it, but they don't see the work you don't put into it. So put your work in to know God in you, as you, and for you. Proverbs 8 is a proverb written by Solomon concerning wisdom. Proverbs 7, Solomon speaks of a woman of carnal, lower nature. As a matter of fact, Proverbs 7 is titled the harlot. Proverbs 8 is wisdom. But here's the bonus, and this is what I want to talk about today. Proverbs 8 verses 22 through 31, King James Version. Excuse me. Those verses speak of what was going on before creation, before Genesis 1. Check me out now, I'm going to read it. Proverbs 8:22, King James Version of the Bible. Thus the word of the Lord reports. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. Speaking about Genesis chapter 1. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there was no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. All right? When he prepared the heavens, I was there. It's in the book. Now, I didn't write it in there. When he set a compass above the face of the depth. When he established the clouds above. When he strengthened the fountains of the deep. When he gave to the sea his decree that the waters should not pass his commandment. When he appointed the fountains of the earth. Then I was by him as one brought up with him. And I was daily his delight. Okay. Rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now hold them up. This is before any creation. Genesis, darkness, they call those the primordial waters. All right. From this, now let me add something else in here too. Now we have all this technology. Everybody got a platform. People talking about the Nag Hammadi Library, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Gnostic Gospels, Gnosis, and all this. Listen, no, I'm not trying to stroke myself. I was studying this stuff here 40, 50 years ago. The Gnostic Gospels. I was in prison and locked up most of the time. And rather than going crazy, I read books, I studied, I meditated. I went into the Word, I studied different versions of the Bible. And let me tell you something. This Bible, as we know it, has been edited. I mean, right now, how many versions do you have? So, the actual Word of God is ineffable. It's beyond mistake. It's without error. But you have to be aware that men, because of personal interest, has went in there and put things in place in these 66 books. And understand something now. The Ethiopian Bible got 80 books in it. And it's a lot of books that men determine. And that's what I'm addressing here. The scriptures are not just one complication that you become caged in like a trapped mouse or something. Those scriptures, Christ said in John 8:32, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can look at Christ. I'm speaking here. I'm not no theologian, and I ain't been to the seminary, whatever they call it. But listen to this right here. Make it make sense to you. These scriptures, wisdom, who apparently the primordial waters and the darkness and all that, she was around there. Wisdom's always been here. As a matter of fact, the Hebrew word for wisdom is Hokmah, H-O-K-A-H. And research that. Like I said, I searched it. I want you to research it. And also, Find out. Now, you're going to have to go through another text to find this out. It's called the Zohar. That's where you find the word Shekinah glory, or the divine feminine, as everybody talk about here. See, this is why I'm trying to address it. You cannot let small-minded people confine you in your search and your pursuit of following the Spirit of God. I'm just saying that. So get in there and check this out for yourself. It's in the King James Version of the Bible. See, here again. In order to get to the hidden knowledge, you have to be a mystic. And no mystic is going to remove. This is why this stuff is still apparent here, even after the Council of Nicaea, King James, and the Catholic Church, and all these other people who see religion as a business. They have a vested interest in keeping you behaviorally modified to be compliant to their wishes. Peace and blessings to all of God's children. I pray you find elevation, and as Christ said in John 8:32, you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Peace.